Right, Paul, so pre-season well underway, coming into the last game. How do you think it's gone so far?
Listen, pre-seasons, I've been around them from a lot, both as a player and as a manager. The ones that go the worst normally ends out the seasons being the best. And sometimes when pre-season goes well, it's a big indicator that everything will go wrong when the season starts. So the reality is it's all about fitness for players, especially with a group like ours where we've signed probably a lot more than most other teams. We've got a lot of new faces. It's about integrating them into the club and the town, and more importantly, the training ground where I believe all footballers get the habits from. So at the minute, we're delighted with the progress of all our players. We feel the fitness levels are coming up by the week, and certainly to start to take on board the sort of performances or, the major points we want in a game and how we want the game to be played.
I'd say it's all about performances and getting the fitness up, but you must have been really happy with how the lads played on Saturday against Bradford. Fantastic 3-0 result.
I think from, especially for our supporters that, even like myself at the end of the season, we had to endure some tough games on the eye. That's the brutal truth of it. The Torquay away game being one that comes to mind. I even felt Woking at home in the last game when we got in the playoffs was painful to watch. But now all of a sudden we've had a turnover in players. We've now got a freshness in the squad in relation to new personnel coming in the building. And I think people could clearly see the structure we're trying to play, and how we want the game to be played. So there's so much hard work to be done, lads. You just keep going in this game. Football's got a really good habit of when you think you get ahead of yourself, it brings you down to earth with a bump. So the reality is we had a decent performance on Saturday against Bradford. It's another building block towards where we want to be, and we keep working hard.
The last pre-season friendly on Friday against Boston United. What are you looking for in that game in terms of what the players should be showing on the pitch?
I think what it'll be is a really tough away fixture against good opposition. I think Boston have had a fantastic season last season under Paul. I think it'll be a really tough game for us to come through unscathed. I think Boston will cause us a lot of problems on the night, probably different problems than we had against Bradford, but proper problems. And it's up to our lads to sort of navigate them waters, hopefully come through it with a good away performance and a win. But if not, we'll look at the game, we'll reassess, and then we look forward to the week's training up to Dorking.
You spoke recently about obviously the players and bringing quite a few players in. How have they integrated so far, and how have you been impressed by them?
Terrifically well. I think sometimes when you bring younger lads into a building, the first quality they give you all the time is enthusiasm. Because they just want to learn, they want to get better. We've brought quite a few different players in, if you like, now. The little friendship groups have developed within the squad now, which is great to see. But the biggest factor of all, they've all got to be behind each other. During the season, we'll all have many highs and lows. I think the most important thing for us all is that we show a real resolution about ourselves when the lows come, and show how strong our character will be to bounce back.
And are there any more going to be incoming, do you reckon?
I think for managers, you'll very, very rarely get a manager who says that's us finished. You'll very, very rarely. So I think for our supporters, when I look at the squad today, does it need some help? Yeah. Have we got some deficiencies in there? Yeah. Can we solve them problems today? Let's wait and see.
And a week and a half until Dorking Wanderers away in the first league game of the season. Tickets are selling very well, and when we're here, there's going to be over 3,500 season ticket holders. How important is it that fans get behind the team?
I think the good thing for myself, having previously been here and knowing the town and the club, and then watching from afar as my career went a different direction and Chesterfield's went their way, one of the biggest factors for me as manager is knowing the loyalty and the support that the supporters give this football club. It's an absolutely fantastic thing when the town is so behind the team, and it's one of the things when I decided to come back and take up this challenge that was really important to me. I enjoyed so much leading us to wherever we got led last time, but that's gone. That's in the past, that's history, and now the most important focus for me is making everybody proud again, and first of all the team on the pitch, and then hopefully taking them where we want to be.